Hey everybody, it's Cindy here, and I apologize for not connecting with you yesterday. I was gone to a coaching workshop, which was just a great day for me personally and professionally. The workshop facilitator's name is Jay Pryor, Jaypryor, and I really encourage you to check him out. He's located here in Lawrence, Kansas, like I am. jpryorcoaching.com. He's a personal and professional coach, and his book is called Lean Inside: 7 Steps to Personal Power. It's a great book. It's got some really practical applications to it and so forth. And we spent the whole day working through the content of this book and then practically applying it to our own lives, our own goals, things we want to create in our own lives. And it was a fantastic experience. He's a wonderful man. He's an outstanding coach, and he's one of my friends here in Lawrence. And so anyway, I want to applaud him for his work in this book. One of the things that I love the most about his work is his constant focus on progress, not perfection. Progress, not perfection. He really encourages us to live our lives that way, and I love that because whenever we're going through our lives, we're always in progress, right? We're always in progress, and many of us worry about becoming perfect at something or kind of hone in on that. And perfection, what is perfection anyway? What would perfection actually look like? So anyway, his phrase with that he said over and over again is progress, not perfection. So to approach everything in life, always making progress and not worrying about perfection. And I just love that. Another thing that he teaches that I find so valuable for us personally and then in a relationship with somebody else is he says we have a self and a small. Okay, we each have a self and a small. And his definition of self that he created is an acronym SELF, spiritually evolved loving friend. A spiritually evolved loving friend, the self. So when we are ourselves, our highest selves, we are really in a space of love and friendship and compassion and security and peace and joy and happiness and all those yummy, yummy, yummy states of being that we wish to be and the feelings that we wish to feel, which then lead to actions which are conducive to love and unity around the world. So we want to stay in our self space, our real self space. But then there's that small of us all, right? That comes from more of our subconscious and our histories and files in our head from long ago. And so when we are being our small shows up is when we are in feelings and actions based on fear, right? That's when we're angry or we're moody or we're sad, lonely, confused, distressed, and we're attacking other people, or we're name calling, or judging ourselves. All those things we don't want to feel, those things the ways we behave, we don't want to behave. That's when we're in our small. And so he teaches a lot about that, how to stay in yourself and recognize your small and how to manage your small. And I just love those. I love those things so much. So I thought I'd share them with you today. And then another thing I heard recently, not from him, but I heard recently, is that there was a research done, and I'm sorry I can't quote the research to you exactly, but the results were that the happiest of couples, the satisfied couples in partnership, in other words, whether it's marriages or long-term commitments, relationships of those kind, have a ratio of 20 positive interactions for every one, what we might call negative or conflictual interaction. 20 positive ones to each one. So no wonder they're satisfied and happy, right? Because they've got all this yummy stuff, that these positive experiences and these positive interactions they're putting in their love bank, right? So when one thing comes up that's not so great, they've got all this there to protect it and to outweigh it, right? And then what the same research found was that when couples have 5 to 1, 5 positive to 1 negative or less, divorce and breakups. So how am I pulling this all together today for you? So what I want you to think about is how when we are in our self space, right, we're in that column of love, right? We're in compassion, we're in peace, calm, friendship, excitement, joy, fun, laughter, all those yummy things. And so when we can show up in our relationships with ourself, as ourself, our spiritually evolved loving friend, we can create those 20 positive experiences. And then when the one glitch comes up here and there with our partners, we've got all this, and we stay in our self space, we can manage those things that come up along the way with no big deal, right? So, but if we live in our small space, our fear-based, small space where we are not our best selves, we're showing up angry, distressed, judgmental, confused, worried, and all those things showing up as our small, we're far more likely to create negative experiences with our partners in our relationships. And then we are compromising the relationship over time, especially if you're both showing up with your smalls. Imagine that, 2 smalls hanging out together a lot are going to create a lot of negative interaction with each other. And you're not going to have as much positive, yummy stuff in your love bank account to protect it when the glitches come up. So I encourage you, the weekend's upon us. I hope you'll be spending time with your most beloved person in your life. And of course this can be applied to any and all relationships, of course, but the study was about couples in romantic-based partnerships. So anyway, if you show up as yourself in all your relationships, you're going to have a lot more positive experiences stacking up. And if we show up as our smalls in relationships, we're going to have a lot more negative experiences stacking up. So when you see your small showing up and you're feeling not good, you're feeling off, get yourself back in your self space as soon as you possibly can, remembering that in all of this part of our lives and in all aspects of our life, we are going for constant progress, not worrying about perfection. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you again soon. And for more information on this, I really encourage you to check this guy out, jpryorcoaching.com. Lean inside. 7 steps to create to personal power. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.